Yes, okay. Thank you for your presentation and your list. Before I go into that, when you describe it as an event center, what sort of events are you planning to have there? I mean, are you, one of the features...
There will be a certain number of...
Chuck.
There will be a certain number of historic society-sponsored events, our monthly meetings. We hope to have crab feeds and spaghetti feeds as fundraisers, that sort of thing. We also hope to make... Now, we need to distinguish between the ground floor and the second floor. The special events will be on the ground floor, the first floor. That room will be available for weddings, receptions, rental by community groups, any number of activities, either the room itself or the room in conjunction with the gazebo, for instance, in the garden. If they want to have a wedding in the garden and then come to the building for a reception, that would be a possibility. The second floor of the building will be dedicated to our museum, and it'll only be used by the Historic Society for museum displays. The second floor of the new addition will be the office for the Historic Society and the Resource Center, but the ground floor will be available for rental.
Okay, if I can make a quick run through the list in a different order. On the block fund grants that you are asking to be considered, I assume this is the community development block grants. Having been on that committee, my recommendation is don't go that route. I don't think would fit in with what's there. There may be other funding sources, the Economic Opportunity Council, and that would be contingent upon, for instance, you training docents, hiring people, something like that, and that's a county committee. Your other aspects, having a project advocate, I will leave with the city manager. I don't think that's a particular, onerous situation. On the building permits, getting things moving, the only aspect of that is we have certain fiduciary responsibilities to enforce state mandated laws, and we don't have the option of doing that. I had floated the idea of creating a category called enhanced building historic methods so that we could preserve some of the uniqueness, shall we say, that was done when they built this, but that doesn't fly legally. The rest of the items really relate to just simply money from the city. I mean, that's basically what we're really talking about. From my perspective, history has to be in your face if it's not going to get to the back of your mind. Family, we are where families come first. Family is history. Community is built around a shared and known history. Therefore, I see the importance of history and community-supported history as part of the fabric of a neighborhood and of the fabric of a city. It is that which keeps people here. It creates the roots. There are plenty of suburban cities our size where the kids grow up and they're gone, where the seniors held out, as you might say, and they're gone. Some of them even go to Brentwood. But by creating a history, by creating the knowledge of it, by creating the bond and the roots, we keep the focus internal. We keep the focus on each other and the values that we share that are reflected in our history. Therefore, from my perspective, I would entertain the possibility of a direct funding, which I know makes at least 4 of my colleagues very nervous. But nevertheless, I'm willing to support the concept. I don't know what the amount of money is, but the very idea that a city should be involved with the history is a no-brainer. History, we are supposed to be building a city. What is a city without the memory of those who came before us and of the things which they cherished? And therefore, it is within the confines of a city and of government to protect its own history and not just to leave it to the endeavors of the private and those who would be benefactors, et cetera. We raise our kids and have them pledge to the flag. I'm not going to ask that someone else buy the flag. History is our flag. Thank you.